בשנה הבאה נשב על המרפסת ונזכור גיבורים.
Shalom friends, Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. We'll be celebrating Israel's Yom HaAtzmaut, Day of Independence, next week, as Israel enters into its 67th year of renewed Jewish democratic sovereignty. And this is a time to celebrate, and there are a few pieces of good news in the last few days in the theme that is sort of the meta theme of the celebration of Yom HaAtzmaut. On the eve of Yom HaAtzmaut at Mount Herzl, the traditional lighting of the torches ceremony will this year feature women. Women who have made a contribution to the building of the country, to the building of the state, acknowledging the important role that they play in society and in the life of the state. And we too at Hiddush, in our traditional alternative virtual torch lighting ceremony, which you will be receiving next week, are featuring women. Exemplary women who have each made a major contribution to advancing the role of women and equality in Israel in the face of still assault on gender equality stemming from religious fundamentalism and extreme religious positions. So stay tuned for our alternative torch lighting virtual ceremony and the celebration of the role of women in society. And in that spirit, there are a few pieces of good news over the last few days. Yesterday, the Supreme Court has handed down a ruling giving the force of a ruling to a decision in a petition that was submitted some 6 years ago following the bus company, the public bus company's Regev, refusal to allow placing faces or bodies of women on ads placed on those buses. So it took 6 years, but the decision handed down yesterday forces the bus company, as it has been worked out sort of behind the scenes, to apply equal standards to men and women and allow women to have their faces shown along the buses. And the fear was that those buses would be damaged, would be destroyed in the hands of, again, fundamentalist religious individuals who are offended, so they say, seeing women out there in the open. The second is our own victory a little while ago in the area of participation of women in religious councils, something that we've been pursuing for quite some time. And recently the Attorney General has accepted our position and has ordered the Ministry of Religious Services to not only appoint more women to religious councils, but to engage in affirmative action, both in terms of membership in the councils and senior positions that the ministry is appointing. And lastly, to sort of show that the challenge is still on, we are sending this week a demand on behalf of Hiddush and a number of like-minded organizations, leading organizations in the field of gender equality, to the Ministry of Religious Services and to the mayor, challenging their decision this week to appoint an oversight committee for the election of a new chief rabbi for Jerusalem, which is, lo and behold, male only. One would think that the principles have been laid down, that this is now, should be taken for granted, but yet a male-only committee, and we are taking the lead in challenging and hopefully reversing this discriminatory decision. So let's celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut, let's celebrate Israel, and realize that the challenges are not over. That Israel may be an established fact, highly regarded in the area of technology and agriculture and the security and many, many others. And yet, in the area of religion and state, we still sorely miss the full realization of our founding promise, that of the Declaration of Independence, assuring all of us that there would be freedom of religion and conscience and full social and political equality to all, regardless of religion. We still need your partnership, we need your help, we need your supporting pressure, and yes, your financial support. to make it possible for us to bring this dream to its full realization, so that we can rest assured that Israel lives up to the noblest and greatest promises and assurances given in our Declaration of Independence and supported by the overwhelming majority of Israelis and Jews around the world alike. Chag Sameach.